we're back. I have a new lens. New lens is huge. I don't have a lens for like recording standstill shots, videos. Now I have a lens for vlogging as well. So, cause this is crazy close. All right, boom, and we're back. So we got the other lens. This is way easier to hold. Oh, I got a smudge on there. So we're back. I took 2 weeks off from doing kind of like YouTube content. I have so much YouTube content, it's not even funny at this point. But I haven't got to edit it, and now I have to find a way to spin it or do like a flashback. I gotta figure out something. The other night I had a kind of raw, emotional in a sense, TikTok live where I basically was just talking about like my mental, my physical, my emotional, and how on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm really a 0 out of 10. And I recognize that I'm not okay, but I feel like I'm not doing the behaviors and things that I need to do in order to change that. Just everything's just been off, and we kind of come to the conclusion that it's my job. Sometimes people in your environment can really have an impact on you without you really realizing it. And no matter how strong you are mentally or emotionally, sometimes those people are they're just even stronger in a sense to just keep peckering, keep bothering, keep like chipping down at you. So you just gotta find your ways to really deal with that the best way as possible. Like I said, I'm working longer hours now. I think the other problem was I just got into a routine. Literally just got into a routine. And now it's all thrown off now because we're in peak. And since we're in peak, we're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. I'm not able to go to the gym. I'm not able to like do timelines, do content. And through the talk, we kind of came up to the idea that, hey, I'm also feeling like a failure because I'm missing on stuff. Like I have brands that need stuff by a certain deadline and I may miss it by a day or by an hour. I think all in all, it just wears on me, right? And I don't like missing anything. I don't like messing up. And I'm not going to the gym, so I'm failing there. And the only thing that I'm excelling in is work, but work doesn't do anything for me. The amount of effort that I put into my job, the amount of input that controls my outputs, that really shows like what Matthias quote unquote can do, doesn't do anything for me. It makes everyone else look good, doesn't do anything for me at all. And I think it just bothers me because I'm putting so much effort because I'm at work and I can somewhat control that. And I spend so much time at work that work is excelling, that's great, but it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna give me a promotion, there's no appreciation, there's no nothing. So it just sucks. And this kind of goes to show you to always just put into yourself. And I just wish that I can flip those 60 to 80 hours or those 40 to 80 hours into my personal space, like my personal like content creating space, and see what would yield from that. Until then, we're gonna stay down, stay focused, stay humble, whatever you wanna call it. And just try to get through it. So part of my new routine, quote unquote, routine is to, in the morning, play very motivational music. Not even music. Play very motivational, like I said, it's not music, but it's like speeches and stuff like that. And I think over time with that just kind of sitting in the back of my head versus playing like my favorite, you know, like Future or Drake, it's not gonna help me out in this mental space that I'm in. New hat pickup, boom, Dallas Players Club, so new hat pickups here. New lens is crazy. So I'm really enjoying it, super dope. Really expensive lens, about $1,400, but I spend so much money on BS that I think it's okay that I actually invest in myself. Okay, boom, loaded protein blueberry muffin. Never tried it before. I'm going to mix it with milk. I'm also every morning going to drink a Health Aid kombucha as well. Skim milk is 0 fat. It's 11 carbs and it's 8 grams of protein per serving, so it's not bad. And I found a new cheat code for water too. I'm just gonna buy bottled water for company, but I get free water at the gym, right? Refillable. I get free water at work. There's no need for me to buy gallon jugs. I got a jug in my car for the gym. I have a jug here at home, and I have a jug at work. So I'm really trying to minimize my spending as much as possible. Cause when it's time to move, I want to be able to move, and I don't want to move with like no hesitation. For me, it's just a matter of trying to like really hone in and execute. And like I said, the only thing I've been able to execute on is work, and that does me no benefit. I am not appreciated at work, and it's okay. It's I smell it. We're gonna go 26. So I'm gonna have to go buy some more skim milk. I might try oat milk too, but I like skim milk because it literally just tastes like flavored water, low key. 75 to 100 to 125 grams of total protein. And if this is busting, I'm definitely about to run this up for sure. A lot of times when you like eating poorly or you're eating foods that's not beneficial to like your gut or your mental, like you feel it. So I haven't been super lazy. I think for me, I've just been working so much, man. Like, been working like crazy, trying to do content stuff, trying to do this, trying to do that. And it's just a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's all about balance. And I think the sucky part is like, I was doing good. Like, I feel like I was like in a good space. I was going the right direction. New schedule, 40 hours. And then, you know what I'm saying, peak. I can't hear the little shaker in there. I think it's in there. Yeah, it's in there. Everything's not gonna go your way. As long as you recognize where you're at in your life and you know where you're at, and you have the power to change it, just try to. And when I say I'm working 40 hours, like, I used to walk into work and set a timer. And when that 8-hour timer went off, I went home. Cause I was feeling good. I was waking up at 5. I was going to the gym by 5:36, really 5:30. And I was getting done with the gym by 6:37. Then I had 3 hours to do whatever I needed to do for the morning. It was perfect. And now it's just kind of like after work, it's just hard to get to the gym. Like mentally, I'm struggling. Emotionally, I'm struggling. Like I'm not where I want to be at, like in my daughter's life, because of work. And sometimes too, people, you have to realize, like a lot of times, like we say we're grinding for a significant other, or we're grinding for whatever. Let's say I said, like, you know, I'm doing all this for my daughter, right? Always put in the back of your head that your daughter never asked for this, or your child never asked for this, like, or your wife never asked for this, your husband never asked for this, your partner, like, you're doing it because you want to do it. And it kind of goes both ways. Like, it's kind of selfish, but then it's kind of not selfish. It's kind of admirable, and it's kind of not. But you have to realize that my 3-year-old daughter that's about to be 3 in a couple of weeks, she didn't ask for none of this. It just kind of puts you in a different spot. It's like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I working on these extra hours? Like, yes, the income is good, but it's like my work balance is off. Like, so I don't have any balance, like, with seeing my daughter, spending time with her. Like, I went from working 4 days a week to 5, but less hours. But I'm working 5 days a week, so I only have 2 days, and I might not be able to get her on a Friday night after work and have to take her back Sunday. Like, and of course you have the people that's like, oh, well, sometimes better at no time. Like, I get that, but everyone's different. I just say that, like, everyone's different. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Share. I appreciate the journey that we're on. I appreciate you coming along with me. It's been great. It's been very emotional. Bust out a small tear on TikTok Live the other night, but let's get to work. We'll see you in like 10, 11, 12 hours, whatever. So I am fresh off work. Like, I'm literally just walking the house. Preferred, cold and tears. I have a little bit of work stuff to do. This is gonna take me maybe like 5 minutes at max. Right now, I'm not feeling too good to go to the gym. I know if I do go to the gym, that's not gonna be a very fulfilled workout. Kind of gets in my head because I listen to David Goggins all day about like mindset. And then moments like this, and it's like, bro, like, I'm tired. And I know I spoke on this before, and like, you know, I talked about my mom having cancer, this and that, and like her being truly tired versus like my tired. It's not the same, you know? So I try to have that mindset like, bro, you're not tired. You just think you're tired. But I teeter-tot that with the ideas like, it is just me. So if I do run myself down, like I have to, like everything still relies on me. So if I run myself down now, what happens later, whatever. I had a decent day today. I was very not optimistic going into work. It's an overwhelming feeling that I get when I pull up to my job. I really mentally and emotionally and physically can't afford to miss the gym another 5 days and only working out 2 days. Like, it just doesn't sit well with me at all. This is what it's like, working 5 days a week. I really don't be doing anything, like, at all. Like, I don't be doing anything. There's nothing to do. Like, I refuse just to go to the store and do this and do that just to get content. I did go to IKEA the other day, but I wasn't in that mental mind state to record, so I didn't record anything at all. But I refuse to be a content creator that purposely just goes places just to get content, because that's not genuine content. And I think a lot of my following comes because you genuinely enjoy my content and how raw it is. So let's get to work. YouTube, what is good? It's another day. And then I really think about it, and it's like, I don't have to go to the gym 7 days a week. It's okay to go to the gym 4 days a week. It's okay to go to the gym 5 days a week. I say that to say, like, it's sometimes, like, I think we worry about, like, the bigger picture. Yeah, my shirt. I had a friend that came to me that needed some guidance, talked to him, and, like, he was worried about what's down the road, and like, he was trying to get here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, you didn't take your first step. So utilizing those conversations and putting those back into my personal life kind of helps me reform my, like, mental capacity, like, when it comes to certain things. I'm making myself feel worse as a person because I'm not going to the gym 7 days a week or 6 days a week. I didn't take an L. Yes, I didn't go to the gym, but I'm still knocking out work, which is in my personal life. Gym, content, all that is my personal life, so I'm still moving forward. So W for that. We're gonna get dressed, shoot to work, get off, but probably get back around 6 o'clock, 6:30. There we go. See you soon. Past 10 o'clock. I did not feel like walking downstairs and swapping out my lens, so we on the big boy. Like I said, not a bad day today. We're about to go ahead and get in bed. A lot of stuff done, but always more work, so we'll see you in the morning. What is good, YouTube? Day three of going to work. So we have showered. It is currently 5:51 in the morning. Just had some thoughts while I was in the shower, and it was kind of like, don't be in competition with anyone else but yourself. Like, if someone comes around you and they're like, you know, like, yeah, I got this car, or I have, you know, this, or I have that. Like, don't feel like you have to compare yourself to them. Like, someone, like, walks up to me and they're like, oh yeah, I got like 500 pair of sneakers, I got all the exclusive stuff. Just say, okay, cool. I like your collection. Like, what's the most, like, what do you like most about your collection? Like, what's the top shoe? Like why did you start collecting? Like, create a conversation to where it can be a back and forth and not a competition. I think a lot of people in my shoes, like, if that would have happened, they'd be like, oh, I got 500, I got 800 in my house, all whatever. Like, what's the point? Like, there's no comparison between you and the other person, and there's no competition. So just listen to what they might have to say and actually exchange, like, a wholesome conversation with them. And you'll never know, like, what you might learn, like, from them, and, like, how you might be able to network. And I think a lot of people just get into the point of, like, they kind of get vomit at the mouth or, like, diarrhea at the mouth, and they just, like, be waiting for that moment to jump in, like jump rope. Is it a jump rope? Jump rope. You know, you jump rope, like in school, and, like, you're just, like, waiting, and versus just, like, sitting back and just listening. Like, everything doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be a competition. So I'll tend to reflect about some random things in the mornings. So I did the calculation this morning while I was getting ready, and I consumed roughly 5,400 calories yesterday. I talk bad to myself for probably maybe like 5 minutes of just talking. So yeah, I end up, it's just being grateful for where you are. And even though you don't understand or see the process, like, where you are, like, someone else sees that. So we got a Yeti cup full, still got some left. This is how I clean my blender as well. Soap, water. Boom. Get this nice, sooty, like, it's kind of satisfying. So we're gonna have a good day. We're gonna at least try to have a good day. About to play some David Goggins. See you in 13 hours. We made it home. So, you know when your candles is like almost done, where it's done you can't light it no more, right? So what I do, I'll pour boiling hot water in the candle. Pushes that wax up to the top. Pull that piece out and it'll look like this. So it'll look like this. And then while the candle's actually burning, I take pieces, something that complements the current candle, and I kind of just put them in there like that. Boom. Showing you my junky kitchen. Boom. Kind of messed that one up a little bit. And then in turn, I basically get like another candle, but it's not another candle. It's like a little cheat code. So if you're ever trying to get the most use out of your candles, you can also take the wax and put it like in a wax burner, whatever you want to call it. There's so many options. 2 days left, Thursday and Friday. I need to clean up my bedroom, clean up some around here. Like I got stuff everywhere. Stuff all right here, like really stuff right there. This is what it looks like when you have crazy work schedule. Then like shoes, everything right here. I cannot wait to get rid of this waterfall. Have a box of miscellaneous stuff there. Then it gets juicy. Juicy, juicy. Closet, like I said, like blown out, steel, clothes. Then it gets worse. Like, look at this. Do you see the depth? Like, bed. And then I piled all my clothes on my, whatever it's called, ironing board. And then boom, fell over. All my clothes. So, yeah, we down bad. We down bad right now. Tripping. It's the weakest light ever. I definitely for sure need to at least put sheets on my bed. At least get the bed together and then figure out the whole clothes situation. But that's been like mentally draining because like I said, I don't know where to put, like this is maxed out. Like this maxed out. And I really can't even squeeze right there. This claw's really annoying. And then this, I don't even know what to do with this. And I can't reach that. Well, get over here. Oh, bro. Oh, y'all. The only reason why I have a plethora of shoes and clothes and stuff over there because when I do my get ready with me's, I, of course, like have tons of clothes. I try on shoes, put on shoes, different fit, see what works, see what doesn't work, and the shoes just don't get put back up. So it's all good. But we got a mirror though. We have a mirror. Nice large mirror. I'm a huge believer that if you have like a lot of clutter in your home, that it kind of clutters your mind to some capacity. So I'm a huge believer in that. It's like everyone always asks like, what do you do during the week? Like this is it. I don't do anything. So I'm kind of glad to document this so you can kind of get an idea of like what I'm really doing.
Cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yeah, Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You try to come back when you faint. I always want the truth, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not fake. You wanna get with me, stop. Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You wanna hear me up when you make it. You try to come back when you're famous. I always want the truth, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not basic. You wanna get with me, stop. Those on this side, those over on this side. Hey, told me about all your insecurities for what? Dragged me like 2 hours to your family's house for what? Said you need some time, but I should stick around for what? Always felt like sticking around's the same as being stuck. That's that shit that drives me crazy. And like guns with the aching, yeah, getting under my skin. Pretty little young thing, had a nigga convinced, got me too excited. Yeah, you play me, you play me. You wanna get with me, stop it.
YouTube, good to see you again. It is Thursday, day 4 of 5. I think it's just kind of crazy how you're going through like the week and like you don't know how you're gonna make it through, and you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna make through this week, or it's like I don't know how I'm doing. Like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It's just crazy how like before you know it, you've made it through, and like I said, it's almost Friday already, and like for me, like 2 days off and back to the grind. I have one more week of these long hours, and in my head I'm just kind of like, okay, like I made it through. But I think the other thing that sits in the back of my head is like, all right, how could I have went harder, or am I not going hard enough, or did I do enough? I think it's trying to like recalibrate your mind to take the small wins. I don't think that we take the small wins enough. That's how I know I'm tired. Look at that, bro. Look at that. That's why. Like I'm really hard on myself. Like when I mean hard, like I'm extremely hard on myself, and I think I don't give myself enough praise or enough grace. I think it's kind of like a hybrid of both. So, and I know that I don't, because I'm just way too hard on myself. So celebrate the small wins. I think the message of the day will be celebrate the small wins, celebrate your wins and your losses, and then it's kind of like day over day, just try to be better and don't beat yourself up. Like you're doing the best you can. Like remember that. It's kind of hard to digest that when you think of people, like I've been saying all week, David Goggins, like his mindset, like he used to be 300 pounds spraying for cockroaches, couldn't read, this and that. And who knew that that 300-pound man was like probably like the most fittest man, whatever you want to call it, like Navy SEAL, this, boom, 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 boom. Like who knew that that person was inside of that person that was spraying for cockroaches that couldn't read. Like he taught himself how to read in 6 months. So he can take like the ASVAB. Father used to beat him, like torture him, this and that. So everyone goes through something and comes out on the other side. And like I said, it's not always about trying to look down the road like, dang, like in 12 years I wanted to have a kid and be married and full household. Like that might not be for you. And I've said it before in old videos and like old Instagram, TikTok posts, like just kind of walk in what God wants for you. So I'm not a huge spiritual person, like, you know what I'm saying, like thump you, but it's just kind of like, just everyone has a purpose on this earth. It's just about us finding out what that purpose is. But it's like once you figure out your purpose, what are you gonna do to capitalize and basically like achieve like your goals or walk in your purpose? I was so excited, so forceful in the idea that, oh yeah, like I can be gone within this time, boom, 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 boom. And it just wasn't reality. And I was trying to force something when I wasn't ready yet for it. God was probably saying like, hey bro, like you're not ready for what you're asking for just yet. Like you still have to go through some more trial and tribulations. You have to go through some more seasons and stuff. You have to handle some more adversity. And once you can handle that adversity, then I'll think about blessing you with this move. But right now, that's not gonna happen for you. And I was mentally and emotionally torn because I wanted to get out of this place where I'm so uncomfortable. Because a lot of times what we do as humans, like when we're in an uncomfortable space, or if we want to run, we want to get away from it, and you want to move into that more nurturing, comfortable area, like when your mom used to make you cookies, or your mom used to hold you and this and that, because that was your safe space. Like you had a nightmare, you saw a spider, you saw a bug, something scared you, where did you go? You went to your mom. So I think having that like in my head, like translate to my life as I'm older now, it's kind of like I'm in this bad situation, let me get out of it. Because there's two ways: deal with it, suck it up, get out and run from it. Everyone typically runs. Like I'm gonna have to fight through the adversity, trials and tribulations. I'm gonna have to work through it, because on the other side, once I can work through something like this, it will prepare me for whatever else may be. Because I may face another situation that's very similar, worse, and because I'm trying to run from this one to go to this one, I'm not gonna be ready for the second jump. So I need to go ahead and get ready now, deal with everything, process it, learn how to handle my emotions, my mental. Can't let other people's perception or thoughts or whatever, like you can't worry about that. Once you go through that and you really don't give a crap about anyone else's opinion of you, and you realize that they have the same problems, they're just good, they're just better at masking their problems, you become a whole different person. And I think I'm getting to that point now where the people at work are not bothering me. I'm like, I don't acknowledge you. Like, who are you? But it's kind of like to put that callous over my mind, like, I'm better than you, like, I'm not worried about you, like, who are you? Like, you have the same issues I have, but you're just better at lying about your situation and making it better than what it like actually is. And one thing I can't stand is fake people. Like, don't like that. Don't smile in my face and then turn around and do something different. And where I'm at now, there's a lot of fake people, which is why I distance myself so much. And that's why I don't fool, like I just can't deal with the energy. The energy is just off. And I think over time, whether it be the next 2 months, 6 months, whatever, like if it's meant for me to move to LA, Houston, New York, Chicago, Florida, Mexico, wherever, like Mexico City, try to keep that in your head and try to always give yourself your own, people like to say flowers, like give yourself your own credit, because no one's gonna do it for you at all. I think the other thing that goes with that is 544. It's like, I think I said it before this week, like I don't get any validation or like credit or I don't get nothing. So And for a lot of people, like they need that. They need that constant like massage, like you're doing good, you're doing great, you're doing this. Like I know I'm doing it. Like the data and the numbers are there, but I think we want people to be like, oh, you're killing it, Matthias. Like, good job, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I've gotten to the point now where I'm just kind of like, I don't need that, and it's not good. But now I'm like in this it's like twisting my mindset a little bit. It's like I said, it's like that callous, like day over day. It's like, all right, cool. Like you ain't gotta give me credit, it's cool. Like no appreciation. Like, and it's just as long as I'm there for my team, like my immediate team, that's the only thing that's keeping me where I'm at currently. It's the immediate team that I work with. That's the only thing that's keeping me at my current place is the people. I actually like those people. And once you get to know someone, spend time with them, they become like your family. And I spend most of my time at work, so that is like my family. And it's just cool to have that type of connection at work with those immediate people. Other than that, give yourself your flowers, give yourself credit, give yourself grace. It'll all be better. So we're attempting to clean. I'm gonna take 2 of these, put them in here, sit them there. We're gonna grab some ice cubes. I've done it before. Use Clorox, ice, and detergent. Detergent pods. Oh, ice cube stuck. Then run hot water. Let those kind of get in there. Cut it on, supposedly. We had a decent day today. Not too bad, time went by. Got some stuff done. So I'm a huge fan of Chris Bumstead. Did get a shirt of his in. He did win the title again. So super excited to have this and celebrate moment. Boom. Super dope. See ball mentality. What is good? YouTube. It's Friday morning. We have made it to Friday. I do have to work tomorrow, so I'm not like super ecstatic. But we woke up. It's another 24 hours. But I did pick up the merch. So, boom. Preferred hat, corduroy, pink brim, going crazy. Detail on the back as well is also crazy. This is definitely gonna be a W. Has a camo as well, so I definitely need to scoop with the camo. Beanie, fisherman beanie. I'm a huge beanie fan. I do have a large head, Shep. My hand, it's not fitting, but boom. So these are definitely gonna be staples. Kind of like it's black. Boom. RP Collective, for those who refuse to settle for the ordinary. Really heavyweight, very dense shirt. Logo on the back. RP Collective, resistance preferred. Like this is just crazy. Like this is just crazy. Need money for RIP, like crazy. On it, boom. Preferred. I also have a backpack, RIP backpack. I also have a fanny pack as well. RIP on the bottom. Cream buckles. 25. Like this is essential. So shout out to Shep. Code Matthias. Resistance is preferred. The link is in the bio somewhere. We made it back home. We got goodies. We got 25 pounds of clothes. 25 pounds. All right, well, it's almost 9:30 at night. So I had a very long time at work. Someone also made me tamales, pollo tamales. And you see they put balls on there. Had a good day today. Very long day. I had like a lot of admin stuff to do today, so it didn't take a lot out of me, but I didn't have any like extra support today, so it was just me. So I was trying to like deadline everything, and someone had contacted me, and like my siblings are trying to commit suicide, like right in front of me. So I don't know. It was tough receiving that information, and also trying to like remain calm, like for them and for them to have to witness something like that is rough, and it's nothing I can say or do can really fix or recalibrate like their mind, like back to normal. It was tough for that moment. Hopefully we got through. I'll try to do what I could to support, but it's not really much you can really do in moments like that. It's very hard. So it just kind of puts stuff in like perspective. Like some people's mental health is like so shot that That's why I always say people are always going through something. Someone's always going through something at a greater caliber than you. Someone's always gonna be better than you. Someone's always gonna have a better body than you. Someone's always gonna have like something better than you. Like you're never gonna be able to check mark everything. And I think it's okay not to check mark all the boxes. And it's okay to just live in the moment and just live with who you are and just be happy with who you are instead of chasing someone else's like vision of how they look. I think we get caught up with social media. I think we have to realize that a lot of influencers that influence are like not, I'm not gonna say they're not real people, but they're not authentic. They're not them true selves. I've heard some stories with some close friends of people that are like huge influencers, and like they are just like the things that I've heard and seen and witnessed and videos and text messages. It's just crazy to hear some of that stuff and see some of that stuff. And like those people are not like them like selves. Like they're just completely off. And I think that's why I like the content I create, because it's just very organic. It's just very raw. It's just very, whatever you want to call it. It's just the reality of the situation. Social media is fake. Like a lot of people just always, everyone wants a number. They want the image. They want the status. I think when you have like an organic following, the status naturally comes. But as long as the numbers don't make who the influencers are, I think it's okay. If you have 200,000 subscribers or followers or whatever, I think it's okay as long as it don't get to your head to the point where it's like, oh yeah, like I got 200K, like I got 300K, like respect me. Like that can be all gone in a snap of a finger. You know what I'm saying? Like Instagram, TikTok, all that can be gone in a snap of a finger. So it's like, like you lost your access to Instagram. Like who are you? Like do you know who you are? Can you identify yourself outside of your like social media platform? And I think a lot of people at times focus on society too much, and they focus on like always trying to keep up with the Joneses or whatever you want to call it. It's about living for you and doing what you want to do in your capacity, living within your means. Like a lot of people try to impress other people, and a lot of guys get cars and clothes and this and that. Not even for the girls, but they get it for the guys. So the other guys can be envious, like, oh yeah, you see me. Like you see I'm in the Hellcat, you see I got a $6,000 outfit on, I want you to see me. You know what I'm saying? So don't let society ruin you. Don't let society make you feel like you're behind, or like you're not good enough, or you're not doing enough, or you're not doing this and that. Like, some people have a crazy work ethic. Some people are handed a silver spoon. Some people, come out the mud and they're like, a revived or revamped or whatever you want to call it type of person. You just never, everybody's different. So just be yourself. But dealing with today, and had some other talks with some people as well, which is just kind of like making me closer and like more connected like with my team. Like I said, people are going through stuff. I had another guy that reached out to me, and he was having like anxiety, and could barely talk to me. But he came to me because he was like, I know you can calm me down. I know like I'm going through like whatever. I got like a lot of personal stuff going on, but I'm coming to you because I know you can calm me down. Like even when stuff is just crazy or whatever, I still keep the same composure. Like I'm very calm, very chill. So that meant a lot. And it's just crazy how I take a lot of that stuff for granted. Take time for granted. You only get one life. Like you only get one shot at this life to do whatever you want to do. And it's like, do you want to live 100 years old and regret and die and never do anything that you wanted to do, or go talk to that guy, or go talk to that girl, or chase your dreams, or go live on the beach, go live in Bali, go explore the world. Like life is really short, but I think we just take stuff for granted all the time. I don't think we think about like the reality. Like we always think it's another day. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No, I'll do it tomorrow. No, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. Blah blah blah. And you just really never know. Like next week may never come. Like you might not wake up, or like you could slip and fall and break your neck. Like I had a friend of mine's brother that was eating a chicken wing and choked on the bone and died. And he was like 21. Like freak stuff. Like you just never know. So it's like you just live your life accordingly. And this is a struggle. I had this talk with someone else today. He reached out and he was struggling with the idea of trying to save his money now to live for the future, or to just spend all his money right now and live for the now. And that's a true struggle. You can save millions of dollars, and you turn 40 and you're like, I did it, and then die the next day. And then it's like you have to live with knowing that you missed out on so much life. On the other hand, you got people that's out here going to Bali, going to Thailand, Europe, Dominican Republic, Mexico, like they just Dubai, like they're living for the moment now. So it's a gamble. Life is a gamble. So I mean, you very much could, like live your life and do what you want to do, and just kind of pay for it on the back end. You could turn 50, 60 and be dead broke. Or, you could turn 50, 60 and die and like not spend all your money. So it is really hard, and I don't have an answer for you at all. I'm really big, now that I'm getting like older, I'm really big and like not having so many things that are like materialistic things. I know it's kind of hard to imagine considering I have all these shoes and clothes and this and that, but I really want to like dwindle down like all my things. I am very serious about buying a cash car and just thugging it out and just staying down, like just being like as humble as possible. Like, but it's also hard when I meet up with people that I know or other influencers and they have nice cars and nice things and nice stuff like that, and look at me and they're like, "Where's your stuff at?" And it doesn't bother me at a mental space or a mental level or anything like that. It doesn't bother me at all, honestly. It's just kind of like that's just not like what I'm on right now. I've had all that. And I think the other thing around that is a lot of people didn't have everything that they have now, versus when I was younger, I had all that. I had the motorcycles, the cars, the girls, like that was in motion all the time. So like now that I'm older, it's like I'm not fiending after girls like that. Like I'm not fiending after the motorcycle. I'm not fiending after that truck, or I'm not fiending after that fast car, having the fastest car. Like I liked the idea when I was younger that I had the fastest car, I had the nicest car, or I was that guy that had the truck, the car, and the motorcycle while I was in college. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had all that. I was that college kid that had like, you were like, how does he have all this stuff? And to be honest, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. It's just crazy how when you make less money, it's like you do more. Like you go on more trips, you buy more stuff, you're more frivolous like with your money, this and that. But then when you make more money, it's like it's not enough. It's like you can't go nowhere, you can't do this. It's just weird. I still haven't figured that out. But I was that kid in college, like pulling up to class, backpack, $18,000 motorcycle, whatever. Like I was that was me. Like lifted trucks, like cars with the rims, the TVs and the sound, like that was me. And I guess like now it's kind of like I've already lived that part of my life. Like I've had that exchange and that time, and I've done all that. So it's kind of like now it's like what's next? Like my life is a little bit different. I have a daughter. It's just I live alone. Things are just different for me, and I just like enjoy the comfort of just being by myself. And I, like I said, doing the content and like talking to y'all, and like I said, doing content and going to work and like trying to develop and talk to people. Like it's just that's what I like enjoy. Now I still like cars and all that stuff, but I don't know if I ever get back. I just see a car as something to get me to A to B. I don't see it no more as like a thing where it's like I need to have a $1,500 car note to go to the grocery store for status. Because you got to think about it, like when you're buying these cars and you're doing this and you're putting this designer on, like some people just like the idea of having designer because they didn't come from anything. And then some people just want the designer and the idea or that BMW. You're paying for the symbol. You're paying for the status that it gives you. And like I said, people like to be validated. So when you pull up in that BMW, you pull up in that Cadillac, you pull up in that Maserati, Porsche, whatever, and people see you in that G-Wagon, it makes you feel good. It gives you like that shot of like dopamine or whatever it's called, and it makes you feel like, yeah, like I'm him. I know I got a G-Wagon. I know you don't have a G-Wagon. It puts you on that status. But you can have all this status and still be immensely emotionally like off balance. So it's like it doesn't really matter. It's kind of like at the end of the day, like what do you value more? Like your mental peace, your emotional peace, your physical peace, or what others think of you. And in today's society, everyone is worried about what? Image. Like image is number one. It's all people care about. Oh, I mean, that's all people really care about these days is just image. That's it. And it just kind of sucks. Because there's so much more to life. It's just so much more to do. I had a long week this week. Like I worked 5 days, worked crazy hours. And it's just crazy how every week I get ready to go into the week. It's like, I don't know how I'm going to make it. And then at the end of the week, it's always like, dang, I made it. And it's like, you got to realize that you're a lot stronger than like what you think you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a lot better than what you think you are. But like I said, it starts with like that you believe in that. Like you gotta believe that before anybody else. You gotta believe like you're the baddest man on the planet, baddest woman on the planet before anyone else. Because no one else is gonna believe in you like you believe in yourself. So these are things that I think about like when I like this solo. Just I don't know. And then also just thinking about it, it's just like, is it worth it? Like, is what I'm doing, like, worth it? Like, am I doing enough? Like, am I doing too much? Am I not doing enough? Like, is it going to pay off? And, like, these are just questions that reside, like, in the back of my head. Because when you're going through, like, the struggle, the sacrifice, like, you can't envision that outcome. And you get to the point where everything is, like, cloudy and muddy. And I'm like at that point now where it's like, dang, like I'm not getting the traction like I want. But then I look at someone else, I'm like, dang, like I want to be where they are. But then I got to recalibrate my mental and be like, bro, they put in 5-6 years to get to where they are. Like you got to put in the work. And everyone's journey is different. Some people can like grind out and, do whatever in 2 years. Some people 5 years, 10. Everyone's journey is different. It's like when you lose weight, everyone loses weight different. Some people can lose weight, snap of a finger. Some people it takes like a lot more work. So it's just about like, how are you gonna put in that work, and how you gonna put in that work. So, but this is what it looks like a week in my life. Working a full-time job, being a content creator. I know we didn't see much content creating. I got stupid amount of clothes over there from Fashion Nova. Shout out to Fashion Nova. I got another pickup from Precious Garments that he sent me. Then I got some other stuff from another brand. And yeah, but I mean, this is it. Like 5-6 days a week, working, coming home, contemplating the workout, eat, repeat. Like this is life. I say a lot, and it's kind of everything doesn't like correlate with one another. But I just say all that to say, just like live for you, do what you want to do for you, take advantage of your life, take care of your mental, lock in, stay focused. Like you got this. Like you have to know you got this. If no one got it, you got it. So just stay grounded, and just figure out what you want to do. It's a lot of life out here. It's a lot of world out here. Like get it out here. Like explore. I'm in this weird space. I know I'm in this weird space because it's like I'm exactly how my father was. Like my father had me, and he had other kids, and he was busy chasing his career and trying to grind and trying to provide, basically trying to provide and sacrificing. That took time. Anytime you make a lot of money or you have a high important job, it comes with a sacrifice. And it's just kind of like, is that sacrifice worth whatever that you value? And I didn't spend a lot of time with my father, but I was well taken care of. And he took care of the family. And he took care of my mom, where my mom didn't have to work. So I'm kind of in that same thing. I didn't want to be like my father when it came to that. And of course, I had my daughter, and here we are. Like, so, if I can change a lot of things, I do regret a lot of stuff, and it eats me up inside. It's something that I have to face by myself, like in the mirror, and it's very hard to swallow. So, I just say, like, try your best not to live with regret, because you'll never get over it. It'll eat you up for the rest of your life. It eats me up every single day, the things I regret. So, yeah, but this is it. This is what our week looks like. So we're just going to, almost 10 o'clock. Got to be at work at 5 in the morning. So we're just going to shower, brush our teeth, get ready, oil my scalp. Small win, too. This is the longest I've ever had my braids, and they don't look that bad. I can feel like little patches in my hair, but like with like dry scalp, but we're doing better. So like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you for everything. This is going to be a long one probably. So thank you if you watched all the way to the end. Thank you if you only watched 2 minutes. But if I say thank you now for watching 2 minutes, you won't know. But I'm going to tell you for the people that actually watched it all the way through, so I can still show appreciation to the people that only watched 2 minutes, even though you're not going to say it to the end. So, yeah. So, have a good night, good morning, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you for tuning in. I only get 1 day off this week, so don't know what that looks like. But more videos coming soon. Peace.